Hello guys, welcome back to this channel and thanks for viewing this video. Today we are going to talk about a progress bar, how to create a progress bar in Java. So we are going to use the JProgressBar class in this video, and I'm going to show you how to create the progress bar and how to set it up. Without delay, let us start. So if you are wondering, this is how my project is organized. I have two classes. The first one is the main class, in which I have my main method, and this line of code here is used for creating a frame instance. I have a myFrame class, which is inheriting from the JFrame class. In the constructor, I have set the attributes of the frame. So for now, when I run my program, I'm only having an empty frame like this. So now we're going to add a progress bar. And as I told you, if you want to create a progress bar, you need to use the class called JProgressBar. So I'll come up here and say JProgressBar JB like this, import the JProgressBar class, and then come down in the constructor. I will say progress bar. Okay, I'll call this progress bar, and I will instantiate in the constructor a new JProgressBar, then semicolon. This is the progress bar. If you want to add the progress bar to the frame, we will say this.add progress bar like this. Then we will set the bounds because our layout manager is set to null. So we will say progress bar, that's set bounds. And inside the brackets, we will say 40, 50, 50, 160, and then 30 for the height. Let's see what happens when we run. Now you can see there is our progress bar. We can increase this to 300, this to 50. And when we run, oh yeah, so now we're having the progress bar. So as you can see, there's nothing showing in the progress bar, and the value of our progress bar is not even progressing. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make it progress, from 0 up to the maximum value. So how do you set the values of your progress bar? There's a particular method that you can use, but we can also define the values of the progress bar directly in our JProgressBar constructor. So here we will say we will pass some parameters. I will say 0 and then 100. So 0 here is the minimum value of the progress bar, and 100 is the maximum value of the progress bar. So that's it if you want to set the values of your progress bar. You can also use another method that can allow you to determine whether the string should be displayed on your progress bar. Okay, so that method is called set string painted, and it will take a Boolean parameter. So we will say progress bar that set string painted to true. So this is going to make sure that the string would be displayed on the progress bar. All right, so there's another method, useful method that we can use, which is called the set value. So this method is useful if you want to set the current value of your progress bar or the starting value of your progress bar. So in our example here, the current value of our progress bar, we will set it to 0. Okay, so corresponding to the minimum value of our progress bar. Okay, let's see. Now when we run, you can see 0% showing here because we say that set string painted to true, so it will show the string, and we set the value to 0. What if we say 10 here and run? Now you can see the current value is set to 10, so now 10% is showing in the progress bar. All right, so realistically we're gonna put it to 0. And for now, when we run our program, the progress bar is static. It's not moving, okay? It's not moving from 0 to 100%. So how should we make it move? All right, in order for us to do that, we will create a method. Okay, so we will say public static void. We will simply say public void iterate, because like this. So iterate will be the name of the method. So now we are going to use a while loop structure. So because we have set the minimum and maximum values of our progress bar, we're going to try to make use of that by saying while. We need to declare an int I, all right, is less than or equal to 100, because that's the maximum value of our progress bar. Oh, my bad. I need to declare this outside. So let me copy. I'll try to declare it globally here, saying int I, semicolon. So now, while I is less than or equal to 100, 100 which is the maximum value of our progress bar, we will set the value of the progress bar. So we say progress bar that set value I. Okay, so if the value of I is 0, it's gonna start by 0. And now when it passes the value of I, the current value of I, we would want our program to increment the value of I again, and we will want it to be incremented by 5. So that will be I equal I plus 5. So it's going to increment the value of I by 5. And we need to set a timer. Okay, we need to set a timer like maybe 1 minute. We want for 1 minute our progress bar to go from 0% to 100. Okay, you can be 1 minute, you can be in terms of seconds. And in order to do that, we will say try and then catch like this. The catch here, we're going to catch an exception. In the try portion of the code, we will write some code. Okay, we will say thread.sleep, and then here we will set the time. So the time here is in milliseconds. What if we say 1000 milliseconds? Okay, if we run, nothing will happen because we need to actually call this particular method in our constructor here. So we will say this that iterate. Iterate is the name of the method. So we're going to apply the iterate on the frame. Now when we run, so you can see now our progress bar is moving, and incrementing by 5%. Okay, so if I reduce the time here and say now it's a little bit more faster. So this is taking care of the timer, the number of seconds, or it can be minutes, as I said, that our progress bar would actually move from 0 to 100. All right, so we can even change the maximum value here. Instead of saying 100, we can say 1000, and we will change here while I is less than or equal to 1000, and we will increment the value of I by 50, and here we can say 1000 millisecond. So now you can see it's still moving. If we reduce that, you see it's going to move faster from 0% to 100%. So these are some of the methods that we can actually use in a progress bar. All right, so in here we could write, an exception like system output, and then output a certain exception. So this is not the subject in this video. So now let's say that when we finish our progression in the progress bar, we want to output a message. Instead of outputting 100%, you want to say something like your download is finished, because the progress bar can be used for download and some other issues where you want to see the progression. Okay, when you upload a file or when you copy a file from a pen drive to your computer, you need a progression bar. And when it finishes, we want to tell a user your download is finished or your file transfer is actually finished. How should we do that? So we can do that by using a method called setString. Okay, so down here, I will simply come and say progress bar that set string, and I'll pass a string value saying your download is finished. Yeah, so now when you run, there's a mistake here. You can see your download is finished from the beginning of the progress bar progression. We need to remove this line of code from here and put it outside of the while loop. So bring it down here and paste it. So now when you run, okay, so you can see the progression, and then when it reaches the end, your download is finished, is shown. So you use the setString method to actually set this particular message at the end of the progression, and also make sure that this line of code is outside of your while loop, because if you put that in your while loop, your download is finished is going to be used throughout the progression of your progress bar. One other thing that I would want to show you is by default here, you can see that the progression bar is displayed horizontally. We can actually make it display vertically. So if you want to display it vertically, there are various ways we can do that. We can use a method, or we can directly come in the JProgressBar constructor here and say swing constants that vertical, and then comma. Let's import swing constants class. So we have 3 parameters in the constructor. In the JProgressBar constructor, we have the string constants, which is going to define the orientation of the progress bar. Here we have an integer, which is the minimum value of the progress bar. And then here we have 1000, which is the maximum value. Now, when we run, so you can see that the progress is now has not changed its direction, you see. So the only thing we can do here is to actually fix the width and the height. Let's say, for example, 50 here and then 350 there. Now when we run, so there you can see progress bar showing 300 for the height. Yeah, so now the progress bar is showing, and then the text at the end of the progression is also showing vertically. So this is one way to do that. We can also use a method called set orientation and then pass in the swing constants. Let's say that I remove this swing constants here and come down and say progress bar that set orientation swing constants vertical. And when you run, you know, it's still vertical. If I change this to horizontal and run, now it's horizontal, and all I will have to do is to actually change these values, the dimension, okay, 350, and then run. One other thing that we can do is to actually set the background color of the progress bar. What if we say progress bar that set background color that red? And then we will also set the font, progress bar set font, new font. That will be Arial, font not bold. The size, let's stay for the moment 20. Let's import the color class here. Yes. And then we can add one more thing. That will be progress bar that's set foreground for the color of the text, color that white. Now, when you run, so you can see the background is red and then the color is white at the end. So, you know, what we're going to do is that we will inverse this, we will say blue here and then red here. All right, so now you can see how our progress bar is showing. So guys, I hope this video was informative, and please don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos like this one. Let's meet in the next one.